Hi heathens! So for today's video I'm starting with my glasses off because I actually just took off some makeup. I'm going to do a little chit-chatty, let's put on some makeup. I don't want to call it a get ready with me because I'm mainly just doing my makeup for the sake of the video. It's like 1 in the morning, which normally I would not be awake, but you know. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna chit chat, and I'm going to talk about what I am getting that I know of, like my choice items for some upcoming boxes for February 2020, and express some excitement over that and just put on makeup while I do it. So stay tuned if you do not want to see any of my spoilers, or if you're someone who also receives and you don't make a selection, so you don't want to see what any of those selections could be or hear about it technically, then feel free to not watch or just watch muted. So anyway, let me go ahead and grab, because I'm actually going to start with foundation for this video. I'm going to use this one, which is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear in the shade 1.1, which is a little too deep, but for this video it will be fine. So I'm kind of surprised that at the point of filming this, I only know of one that has actually even shipped, and that is Ipsy Plus. So it is normally one of the ones that I receive first, but lately, or at least for January, I had all of them, it seemed, ship out pretty early, except for like Ear Fleek. Allure got here relatively early. So Allure and Birchbox, I do not know any spoilers for. Ipsy Plus, and BoxyCharm I do, because I selected items for all three of those. So for my, let's start cheapest. So for my regular Ipsy, I selected a, obviously, sample size of the Pure Love Your Selfie 4-in-1 foundation. I am not 100% sure, you know, from memory, which shade I selected, because they were not offering by a long shot the full range, because that foundation comes in 100 different shades. And if Ipsy had been offering the full range, like you just pick which shade you think you'd be, that would be ridiculous. Like in the best way, but that would be insane. And like, who's gonna be the one to keep up with all that? How are you gonna know to get the right number of each shade so that you have enough for the people that pick that? But it's one that I've really been wanting to try, and I do not have a Sephora close enough to me to want to go. I've got a line on the side of my face from where I was resting my head, so we're just gonna pretend that's not there. But I don't have a Sephora close enough to me to justify going in store and getting a sample, because the closest Sephora is in the closest mall, which isn't a terribly far drive, but I'll be honest with you, is not worth the drive, especially not if all I'm doing is going into Sephora. I try to avoid our mall because it's miserable and nobody here knows how to drive. Now, if I had, I'm going to play around with this one again. This is the Pacifica Blush and Bronzer Duo in Bronzed Rose. If I had one closer, then I would have gone to do that, but I don't. So it's a foundation that I've really been wanting to try, but I haven't felt was worth taking the risk of it not working if I bought it online, even though you can purchase the mini sizes. Not the size that I'll be getting, but they have like the full size, and then they have a smaller size, I guess, for like if you wanted to use a shade for concealer and maybe didn't want a whole thing, or you just wanted a sample. So that is what I'm getting in Ipsy, which is really exciting because, like I said, I have been really wanting to try it. And then I'll just follow along with Ipsy because technically Ipsy Plus and BoxyCharm are the same price now. So for Ipsy Plus, I am getting a Murad Essentials Vitamin C like moisturizer SPF type thing because it is starting to look like it's going to warm up here shortly, and I am very fair and I need my SPF, and I feel like a vitamin C SPF and a brand that I really trust will help remind me to use it because I have been using one lately, but I don't have a whole lot left, and it is the Olay Perfect Whips Face Primer Face SPF. It's the one in the white bottle. So they have like a white one, a red one, then maybe a gold one. But I have the white one. I received it from Influencer for review, and I love it. It's such a good reminder just to have where I'm getting ready to put it on in the mornings. And since it's also supposed to be like doubling as a primer, it's one less step. But for days that I'm not even wearing makeup, this blush is so shiny. For days that I'm not even wearing makeup, it's still a good reminder. But it feels so nice. It soaks into the skin so well. And I really like the smell of sunscreen. I know I'm probably one of the only people, but I really like the smell of sunscreen, but this isn't too strong. Like you put it on and then immediately don't smell it anymore. So for anyone who does not like the smell of sunscreen, it's a really good option. But I was already a little concerned about what was going to happen when I ran out, because to repurchase it is like $35. And as much as I love it, $35 is really high when, in all honesty, I could go to like Ulta or Walmart and buy a facial sunscreen for less. So, you know, kind of weighing out my odds there. So to be able to just get a different one to try is a lot better, in my opinion. So now I'm going to go into, for the makeup look real quick, what is going to be, in my opinion, the star of the show. This is an MK Auto Eyeliner, and in the shade AA21 Turquoise. So obviously any like blue eyeliner is going to work for this. This just happens to be the brightest blue that I have, but I know ColourPop has some amazing ones that are like cream gel. So let me do this, and then I will talk about BoxyCharm. So how is everyone doing? What is the weather there like? We had some rough weather yesterday. Well, technically 2 days ago, because now it's 1 in the morning. And some parts of our state got it pretty bad. But like even where I'm at, schools like let out early for the most part, the local ones. And a lot of businesses closed early. And my house didn't get it too bad. We just got a lot of rain. And then yesterday the wind was kind of atrocious. But that was about all we got. Now I am going to take this onto the bottom as well, And I'm just going to go right into my lower lash line up against my waterline. And connecting it on the edge. And then I am going to go and, you know, put it in my waterline. So, yeah, it like threw off my whole schedule because we actually got out of work early, and for some reason I spent all of Thursday afternoon thinking that it was Friday, was like making out my plans for the next day, only to realize that the next day was Friday, and I was just all out of whack. I was very thrown off my game. And since it was storming that day, I did not want to pre-film because I didn't even know if we were going to keep power. And yeah, so here we are. So anyway, done with the eyeliner. Moving on to the next step, which is going to be highlighter. Excuse me. I don't know why I've got the hiccups. And I do want something a little intense for the highlighter, but not to overwhelm the eyeliner. Anyway, so then for BoxyCharm, my choice item is a Becca 24-hour wear foundation. And I believe I got it in like the shade Linen. This highlighter is the ColourPop Designer Collection Part of Your World Super Shock Shadow, or Super Shock highlighter. I wanted something with a pinky undertone so that it didn't clash with the blush too much, but wasn't so overwhelming that it would overshine the eyeliner. So the Becca foundation. Okay, I was really excited for it, and it was the little sample that they had sent me back in like November or December whenever they did the foundation and concealer sample cards. But I did something kind of dumb then and did not swatch on my face or do like a wear test. I swatched on the back of my arm or on my wrist. Either way, I swatched somewhere on my arm and didn't really determine the wear. I was just going for what seemed like the best color match. And now I'm a little concerned because after making it my choice item, why I would do it after and not before, I don't know. So after making it my choice item, I like went and watched some review videos and stuff just to kind of get an idea of what I'm getting myself into. And not a lot of reviews seem positive. So I'm like, oh my god, what did I just sign up for? So the first time that I really wear it, I kind of want to do a wear test if possible, or at the very least do additional wear tests throughout the month of February after I receive it, like maybe a first impressions, get ready with me when I get the box like I normally do, and then also later on use it again and do an all-day wear and see, you know, how it actually holds up. So I'm trying to figure out what mascara I want to use. Sorry. I'm actually going to go in with the Petite and Pretty Fully Feathered Volumizing Mascara that I got in BoxyCharm for January. It's got one of the hourglass kind of wands. And I'm only going to put these on the top lashes. But yeah, so those are the items that I know I will be receiving in February. And one of my best friends has seen like all the spoiler variations for BoxyCharm and says that it seems like an incredible month, but one of my other friends has already gotten hers and said that it was just kind of meh. So I'm really torn. I'm like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be not so good? And of course, it really depends on what type of items you use. So I guess we'll just see when it gets here. But I'm excited about all of them. I don't want to use that. I don't know what I want to use for my lips. Let's try this. This is the Dose of Colors Flirty. I know that this shade is really a little too light, but we'll see if it works for this look. See, this is the kind of nude pink that I'm not crazy about. I prefer my pinky nudes to be a little more brown. I don't think it looks terrible. I love, let me put everything down. I love the way the mascara looks on this eye, and this eye it's just so average. But this eye, just something about it looks really, really nice. Anyway, that is today's makeup look, my known subscription box spoilers for myself. Let me know your thoughts about the looks or the items down below. I cannot wait for stuff to start rolling in so that I can start trying it on. And yeah, sorry my upload schedule has been a little off. I've just been super busy, and I apologize when I don't have the boxes coming in. It can kind of slip my mind and kind of fall to the back burner, and I really don't want it to be like that, so I'm going to try to make sure that that does not happen, and maybe have like a few videos pre-recorded just in case. So I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!